Hey guys, welcome back to the Turnbuckle Tavern. We are asking you a question today of, can the Fiend be a face? Can he be that quintessential baby face that the company wants? Before we get into that, make sure you guys follow down below, follow the link, subscribe to to this YouTube page, follow that link to our Instagram, Twitter, Pro Wrestling Tees. Follow us on Apple and Spotify, wherever you guys listen to your podcast there. Give us a 5-star rating, give us a review, subscribe to the podcast, listen to it, help us spread the word of the tavern. And yeah, so let's get into it about the Fiend. What do you think about him being the face, you know, being a baby face? Is that a baby face character?
I don't know, man. From a crowd standpoint, yes. Obviously the crowd cheers him. They were having problems with him being a heel just because the crowd loved the character. And I think that's more to the package, the entrance, the kind of Undertaker magical aspect of him, where he appears, he disappears, he does a lot of fun shit. So I guess at the base root of it all, with your question, can the Fiend be a face? Well, that's dictated by the crowd. So I guess he can be a face because the crowd's cheering him. But it's hard for me to see a character that is so built in the horror element, with the scary mask, the creepy Firefly Funhouse segment with the creepy dolls, and he's got a very scary movie quality to him. I mean, Tom Savini, the special effects legend, created his mask.
Right.
And I just can't see someone who would go into the Miz's house and look at their baby in the crib, and all the creepy shit he did with Alexa Bliss. And I just can't see a character like that being a baby face for a company. It seems like a heel character to me. What do you think?
Well, I think, can they make him a face? Yes. Should he be a face? No. No, that character should not be a baby face. You have all of the, and I get that what they're doing with the Firefly Funhouse is essentially what's putting him over as a baby face.
Right.
That is what's putting him in the crowds, you know, making them like what he's doing. But he's not, he's evil.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be evil. I mean, when you wrestle some of your entire matches with red lights on, I don't think that's not a face move. And I think that they're really dropping the ball on making him an evil heel. Yeah, because they had all the makings of having that evilness come through as pure evil, and not evil for, you know, not confetti evil, like, woo, this is fun.
Yeah, he's turning goofy.
Right. And it's going to be even more goofy when Roman takes the belt from him, and then what, you know.
Right. Because even, like, if you remember back before the Fiend debuted, when it was just Bray Wyatt and the Firefly Funhouse, you know, they were even using transitions in their editing packages of the Firefly Funhouse with pentagrams.
Yeah.
You know, they were doing very, like, creepy, weird shit that I thought was like, ooh, man, this is gonna, they're pushing it. They're risking a little bit. They're bringing a very dark character into WWE. This could be interesting. And he's just progressively got a little more goofy by the day.
Yeah, I mean, when you start integrating things like the Muscle Man dance and stuff like that, that's when, you know, it turns goofy and silly. But when he's cutting his promo at the Funhouse and he stops and looks at you
Right.
Like, that's creepy.
Right.
Keep going with that. But they put a headband on him and put 2 puppets with him and then make him do the muscle man dance.
Okay, I got a question for you. Can you see the Fiend coming to the ring and kind of slapping the hands of little kids and with that mask on? Can you see? Because I mean, Babyface, the kids love the good guys, and there's that interaction between those top baby faces and the fans, and WWE tends to lean towards little kids. So can you see that?
I mean, they're gonna do that, but I don't think they should. I don't think that character is somebody that should come to the ring slapping hands.
No, I want to see reactions from kids like we saw in 1990 when The Undertaker would come to the ring.
I want kids to cry.
Kids were terrified of The Undertaker back in 91,
Yep. Yeah, I want to see when he's walking to the ring, I want kids to have their hand, maybe even have their hands out and him come over and just scream at him or just do something, be that monster.
Yeah, and now with him in a feud with Roman Reigns, he's babyface.
Oh, they're not going to have him as a heel. That is solidified. Roman's going to be a heel. Braun Strowman's going to continue to be a heel, and now Bray Wyatt or
the Fiend
Fiend is that he's a babyface, and he shouldn't be. And I think that's stupid.
Maybe we see him tap into another character. Another split personality character that comes out.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see Bray Wyatt go through another freaking character change.
Right.
You have somebody that is the most talented person on your roster. In my opinion, that is the best promo that you have right now, and you are doing nothing with him. You're turning him babyface when everything he was doing at the beginning was making him a great heel, and now you're turning him silly. Like everything else that you do, you're turning him silly, and it sucks, and I hate that.
Yeah, it's kind of mirroring exactly what happened to Bray on his first go through with the Wyatt family. Like, when the Wyatt family came out, they were creepy. And then, the crowd got behind that entrance theme. They had their lights out. The fireflies were out in the crowd. And then slowly, Bray, this intimidating force, this cult leader, slowly started taking loss after loss. And no one gave a shit about him anymore.
Right.
And it's getting to that point with the Fiend where it's starting to follow into that thing where you're going to start flip-flopping him between babyface and heel, and no one's going to give a shit anymore.
Right. And I remember when Bray Wyatt, before he made his television debut, I was at a house show, and he came out as Bray Wyatt. I guess he had broken his nose or something because he had a nose thing on, but he didn't have any entrance music. He came out doing some creepy, like almost poetry type stuff, walking to the ring. No music, and I was into it. I was like, man, who is this guy? This is really good. And then a few weeks later, he made his television debut. I was like, oh, that's that guy. And I was in on it. And then it all went downhill, just like it does with everything. I mean, what's the deal, man? Do they just want to turn everybody stupid clowny? Because that's what they wanted to do with those 2 guys sitting over your shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these guys.
Yep, that's what they wanted to do with them. The whole program they had planned for them was garbage.
Yeah, the Revival was going to get absolutely buried if they would have stayed in WWE. I honestly think, man, with shit like this, and like you said, why do they keep doing this with everyone? I think it comes down to WWE is constantly searching for that Hulk Hogan, John Cena. We have all these little kids who want to buy all the product. It comes down to money. They're always looking for that uber baby face who's going to catch fire and sell millions and millions of dollars of merch.
Yeah.
And they're anytime someone gets popular, a heel gets a little bit of crowd cheer behind them. It's like, ooh, maybe there's something here. They can't. it's funny because they just, I don't know, they've lost it. Like they've lost that special sauce that they used to have, where they could let these stories play out and kind of dictate the crowd's emotions.
Well, what they don't understand is that Bray Wyatt as the Fiend was going to sell product no matter what.
And he was. He was
exactly, and he doesn't have to be a babyface to do that. But under their cookie cutter blueprint plan of what somebody who sells merchandise is, he has to be that Hulk Hogan. He has to be that real American.
Right. Yeah.
It's stupid. It sucks, and they need to get rid of that blueprint and realize that people like evil stuff.
I agree. Evil characters rule sometimes.
Yeah. People like that. So I don't know. Leave a comment at the bottom here. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys agree that it sucks that he's going to be a babyface? Because that's what I think.
Yeah. Tell us what you think.
Let us know. And if you think he's the real American character, that he's the next real American Hulk Hogan character, let us know.